Hi, video blog today, and I hope you're having a magnetic business Thursday, as ever. I was just thinking this morning, I was writing a blog for one of our social media clients on mastermind groups, and I was just thinking how beneficial those groups are for many reasons. There are an awful lot of benefits to joining a mastermind group, but two of the biggest ones for me probably are extending your network in a really sensible way. I do a lot of networking, you might have noticed that. But quite often in a big event, you might only meet people for a couple of minutes, and you might like them and you might start a relationship with them, but it's not quite the same as in a mastermind group. Mastermind groups normally consist of 12 to 20 people who meet regularly and go into things about each other's businesses in quite a lot of depth. So you get to know people an awful lot better, and one of my most successful networking groups is a mastermind group. It's called the Business Exposure Group, and it's run by a guy called Philip Drazen, who's an entrepreneur, a bit of a dragon, and used to be managing partner of Dib Lupton, big law firm in Leeds. And it's a great place to really get to know people and what they can do, and know and trust them, because that's how people do business, isn't it? Which is something I wish I'd learnt a lot younger in life. But being a woman, people don't really kind of tell you that growing your network is a really important thing to do in business. And I just kind of started doing it by accident, I suppose, because I like socialising, I like being with people, I like talking to new people and finding out about them, and naturally like to put people together. I will see connections between people and put them in touch with each other, and it's just great to get out of the office, let's face it, and have some different faces in a different environment. So networking is a big benefit of being in a mastermind group. But one of the other big benefits is to learn stuff that you don't know. And I know that sounds obvious, but sometimes when you don't know something, or you're not very good at a particular area in business, you don't even know the right questions to ask, never mind what the answers might be. And so to be with people who might have actually already done what you're conceiving of doing, or they've already experienced things that you would like to have a go at, that can be so invaluable. And thirdly, of course, somebody to hold you accountable, because when you're the head of your business, whether that's a 1, 5, 10, 50, 500 person business, when you're the head of it, it's a pretty lonely place to be. And if you don't do everything that you say you're going to do, well, there's only you who's going to tell you off. And mostly we just kind of let ourselves off, don't we, in that situation. Whereas when you're in a mastermind group and you've committed to doing something, and then the people in your group ask you the next month how that went, well, you look a bit daft if you haven't actually tried to do it. So it's a really good way of getting accountability without a one-to-one coach. A one-to-one coach is absolutely something I endorse, as most Olympic athletes will tell you. That's pretty necessary. But the mastermind group is a really good a good addition to that. So if you want to spend a bit of more time on your business, as opposed to in your business, maybe joining a mastermind group is one of the things that you could look at. Another thing that you could do is to attend a great event full of ideas on different aspects of business that you may or may not be an expert in yourself. And I'm running such an event on the 1st and 2nd of October. It's called Magnetic Business. And I know some of you have been to this event before and found it very, very beneficial. So rather than doing it, repeating it as a one day, we're doing it as a 1.5 day event, starting on Thursday, the 1st of October at 2 o'clock, and running through the rest of Thursday and Friday. There are ordinary tickets and early bird tickets at the moment, and a very limited amount of VIP tickets left. So I'll put a link on this email where you can find some information about it, and you can have a look at what's on offer. But sometimes it's great to go and listen to people who are experts in their field, giving you some new strategies for some areas of your business that may need a bit of attention. Now, I don't know if you're an expert in recruitment or branding or public speaking, or perhaps an expert in finance, but all these things and more will be subjects of our discussions on at the Magnetic Business. It's going to be held at Elliott House, which is obviously, as some of you know, my chamber offices, and it's going to be a great event. But seats are limited, so if you are interested, then in fact don't buy from the link, but get in touch with me directly from this email, and I'll do a special price since you're on my very important people list. So I look forward to speaking to you soon and seeing you some networking event somewhere, if not on the 1st and 2nd of October at Elliott House. See you soon. Have a great Magnetic Business Thursday.